like, so right now, like,
Sweet.
you know, like they'll come out on an album next year or whatever, but like when I think about our band, if I'm like, oh, I want to listen to something that we've done, like think about it or whatever, I'll play stuff that nobody else has heard. Like I never think like, you know what I'm gonna put on? Walking with a Ghost. I'm gonna listen to that. I'm just gonna jam out to.
Just check it out.
I never do. I'm just like, ugh. Like sometimes actually my worst nightmare is walking into a public place and hearing our music.
Yeah.
Because it's both embarrassing and then I also like sometimes I'll like have like a really negative reaction to it. Like I'll hear something and I'll think, oh, this is irritating. And I'll be like, oh, it's us. It's our band. And I don't know why. It's almost like I don't know, it's got to be like some sort of like microscopic reaction where you like hear the like imperfections first or something, you know?
It's probably like listening to your voice on a recording.
Yeah, like the way that most people see themselves and go like, oh my god, I look horrible. Like that's how I feel like if I hear us on, like if I don't know where it's going to happen and I hear us, I'm like, this makes me feel uncomfortable. What is this? And then I'm like, oh, it's us.
Yeah.
It makes me feel weird.
Can I ask which artist you recorded those songs with?
It's this guy Morgan Page.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Right, so he's releasing a new album next year.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be interesting. What do they
Yeah.
sound like?
Really
How much can I get at?
Yeah.
It's
Not much?
so hard to even say what it sounds like. I mean, it sounds like Morgan Page, but,
Yeah.
but we co-wrote the song, so it's like, it's very, it's got that, I mean, it's kind of like when we wrote with Tiesto, you know? Like, there's
Yeah.
Tiesto in there, but it's that record of his is so different than any record he's ever put out because there's so many collaborations with other artists, and
Yeah.
I think Morgan's new record is going to be great because it's, again, a ton of collaborations, so I think you're going to hear a whole different Morgan Page, you know?
And you have done a lot of collaborations with different artists, live, pre-recorded stuff
Mm-hmm.
that's been put on records. Is there any artist that you're yet to work with that you just really want to grab?
You know, Sarah and I have never sat down and made a list of bands we want to work with, or to cover our music, or to cover their music, and yet it keeps happening naturally, so I feel
Yeah.
like it would be like we'd be cursing it if we say it out loud. Every time it happens, it's so exciting. You know, when the White Stripes covered Walking with a Ghost, it was like, really?
Yeah.
You know, so exciting. Or like when
And
we,
they released that EP as well.
yeah, they put it out, which was really neat, because a lot of times people cover your music and that's the end of it, but you know, same with Ryan Adams, like when we toured with him, he took one of our songs and played it in his own set, and like, that was such a, it's like someone saying every night to you, you've done a really good job, and you just stand there and you just take it in, and you're like, oh wow, cool.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily about anything other than validation for your music, so so I don't know, I guess we'll just see what happens, but we've definitely done some great collaborations. We feel really lucky. The Morgan Page stuff has been awesome, and
Yeah.
Tiesto thing was great. We wrote a song with Margaret Cho for her new record, and it got nominated for a Grammy, which is the closest Sarah and I have ever come to a Grammy, so that was exciting.
And you just recently released a music video for that one, which she did as well.
Yep.
How fun was that to make? Because that looks like a ball.
It was really fun.
It was very fun.
Yeah.
It was a long day. Music videos are tough.
Yeah.
As Sarah said, we're not actors. So all of a sudden you're put in this position where you have to act. And it's,
guys. Alright, thanks.
you're put in this position where you have to act and you're like insanely uncomfortable. Like we've taken 12 years to become confident on stage, and all of a sudden you're making a music video and you're like 14. And you're like, I am so uncomfortable in my body. It's a very strange feeling, but Margaret was awesome to work with. She's great.
Yeah. I wanted to take you back to your first ever cover. I wrote it down here. I Ran from The Flock of Seagulls.
Yeah.
And your fans apparently didn't receive this one very well.
Nobody knew what it was.
I think that was probably more the problem was that we did, I don't even think we really even did it. Like we did like half of it on stage and sort of aborted the whole thing. But yeah, covers are funny. I mean, we were talking about this the other night because we're doing Girls Just Want to Have Fun with Jack, and a lot of people don't even know the original origin of that song, which seems completely bonkers to me because obviously Cyndi Lauper was so instrumental. I mean, like she was just like a huge deal in our life when we were growing up. But like a lot of our fans are, 10 years younger than we are, and so things like that influenced us, like not just like Bruce Springsteen, but like things like like Kate Bush or the Eurythmics or the Pretenders or like specific records that were really influential. I just almost assumed that anything that was influential to us, our fans would know, but as we get older and they get younger, you find a lot of blank stares when you're covering certain songs that were like, that are now like classic radio hits, like Dancing in the Dark is just a no-brainer to me. Like, how could you not know what that is? And like, people would be like, what a neat song that you played. What? So, is that like gonna come out on an album? And I'll be like, are you kidding me right now? It's Dancing in the Dark.
Yeah.
Bruce Springsteen. It's been done. Why would I put that on an album? Are you kidding? And like, you've seen the video for Dancing in the Dark with Courtney Cox. Who's Courtney Cox? From Friends. Oh, that show from the 90s. I'm like, Am I 100? Did I just come back in a time machine? Like, how old are you? What do you watch? What do you know? What do you listen to? So I mean, it's really funny. So I'm like, I'm thinking about cover songs, like things to do in my off time, and it's like you have to basically cover what's popular on the radio for people to like, for it to really stick in their brain. I think we had the most success with Umbrella when Rihanna's hit was out. We did like a really super acoustic, almost like folk version of the song, and even that, like about halfway through, people would go like, oh, it's Umbrella, I see, oh yes, okay, this is funny.
And just lastly, I wanted to ask, obviously, where you're heading in the future. You're playing the show in Melbourne tonight, and then Brisbane, and then I think you're jetting, Sydney as well, and you're going to be jetting off. Hopefully, are we going to be hearing some new sounds from you soon?
Yeah, Saturday's plan is to take January through May off, and then we're going to do a few festivals, which we won't release for a few months, so it'll be a surprise. But and they won't be anywhere near Australia, sadly. But yeah, we're going to take a ton of time off to write and hopefully put out a new record. I really think it would be ambitious to say it would be out in 2011. I think it would probably be very early 2012, but there'll be some Morgan Page tracks to look forward to.
2012 really sounds like the future, doesn't it?
It does.
That was 2012.
We're gonna put it out in 2012.
We'll
That's when
probably
the
be
world's
living in
supposed to
space
end.
then, but
We'll fly over in our jetpack and we'll drop it off. But yeah, so like the new record is our #1 priority right now. But we have a DVD we're releasing in the new year,
That's great.
which we filmed in 5 different countries. It's gonna have a live record as well attached to it, and a bunch of live concerts we taped. So that's gonna be a huge undertaking, and I think people are gonna love that. Like Tegan and Sara fans are gonna love that. It's kind of like the books. It's for Tegan and Sara fans for sure. So yeah, we have lots of little projects, and then Sara and I both we are writing with other people and producing records and doing that kind of stuff. So hopefully, what we really have is some time off, just to
Awesome.
relax. Which
you just made it seem like there's absolutely zero
there's
time for that.
zero
Yeah,
time
there's
for
no
that.
time for
I was
that.
talking myself into it. I'm like, maybe I shouldn't be doing all that stuff. But yeah, but hopefully, new Tegan and Sara record beginning of 2012, which seems so far away. But there's going to be so many things that we do in the next year that it'll be fine.
Awesome.
Nobody needs to get upset. It's going to be fine.
Cool, so we're seeing some new records, some new tracks.
Yep, new DVD.
Maybe a break, a holiday for you guys as well.
I hope so. Hawaii.
Probably a weekend. Sounds
I'm
like.
going to go away for a night.
Right. That could be good. Alright, thank you so much for
Thank
joining us
you.
on Tone
Thank you.
Deaf, Tegan and Sara. We're watching Tone Deaf with Jack and Tegan and Sara. Thanks, guys.
Absolutely, pleasure.